Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, and I have a devious plan to defeat my foes, crush my opponents, and achieve victory. Now, I am running on a rather tight time schedule. No, I'm not talking about this particular video, I'm talking about this video series. So how about I start a battle and talk a little bit about that, because I do feel like I need to talk about it. Now, before I move on though, I need to stress out I ain't going to lose both of those electrics. There is no way I will not lose them. I mean, really, there isn't really anything that could save me at this point in time. Sadly, the enemy holds an incredible advantage over my tiny puny forces, and also the last of my guardians above matrix system. Which is bad. It means that I'm going to lose those ships. Now, however, I can retreat, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I will not lose my units, but Matrix will be exposed, which is exactly what I was trying to avoid, but sadly, I'm running out of defenders. Now then, let's talk a little bit more about my plan, as my ships fire a couple of desperate shots trying to do some damage, though this will be to no avail. On June 26th, an endless space expansion called Disharmony is coming out. Today, at the time of the recording, is June 19th. Do you know— oh boy, so many amoebas just moved everywhere. Anyway, do you know what this means? That's right, I have just a handful of days to win this game. Does it look like I'm about to win? No, it doesn't really. It really doesn't. But that's where my devious plan comes into play, ladies and gentlemen. There are two ways that I can achieve victory, because I turned off most of victory conditions, and there are only two of them left: the supremacy victory and the expansion victory. Expansion victory is most likely going to be achieved by Horatio or Amoeba, not me. I only am 60% on my way there, and almost all planets are controlled either by Amoeba or the Horatio. Actually, that's strange. It looks— oh. Whatever. So yeah, that's the kind of state of things, and while expansion victory is really awesome, it's not something that I think I'm gonna get, at least not in time before the expansion comes out, because let's be honest, when expansion comes out, I have to start a new series. I have to, right? I mean, really, it's a necessity. So what other option do I have? The supremacy victory. I'm already 1/4 of my way there. How do you earn a supremacy victory, you may ask? You just need to control the homeworlds of your opponents. What does it mean? At some point in time, I need to control 8 planets. Sounds not too difficult, except those have to be very specific and very well defended planets. Matrix is one of them, so that's not a problem. The other is Rendezvous, which I have a stable control of, and I don't think anybody is going to attack it anytime soon. Ursa is a pilot-controlled system right now, so this should be not a really big issue to take control over it. I just have to make sure that I get there first before others. Way, same situation as before, currently controlled by pirates. If I send my forces there, I should be able to take it back, no problems. Now, here things start to get a little bit tricky though. Zakor could be actually not a really big problem. Sheridan's fleet is actually more or less identical to my fleet strength, and you have to keep in mind that that's one thing, and the other thing, I actually do have better tech than the Sheridan. They are friends with the amoebas, I believe. Let's just double check that to make sure. Sheridan, where are you? There you are. Yeah, they lack amoebas and the amoebas like them, which is a problem, but it doesn't look like they're going to be at alliance anytime soon, because Sheridan didn't really care about amoebas. So if I declare war on Sheridan, I should theoretically be just barely able to capture and control Zakor. Nothing else most likely, because I will not have the forces to secure more systems, but Zakor is a possibility. Very tough one to achieve, but a possibility nevertheless. But here is when the real problem starts, because there are still 3 more homeworlds that I will need to capture. The Solar's homeworld, the Solars are dead. I have no idea where they were and where they are. Probably somewhere here. That's only like half the galaxy, right? It cannot be hard to find it. Well, it is going to be very hard to find it. And taking back shouldn't be too difficult, because they were the weakest faction in this game, so they probably didn't develop too many defenses on this home system. But the last 2 home systems will be the most difficult to acquire. The Amoeba's home system and the Horatio home system. Now, my plan is create 2 ninja forces of dreadnoughts, fully equipped with invasion power upgrades and some powerful weapons. Maybe escorted by a bunch of destroyers as well, just to provide the firepower necessary to clear out the airspace above the home systems of Amoeba and Horatio. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? There's one problem though. And the problem is I have no idea when those systems are. I have no idea. My scouts died, and even if I make new ones, and I do intend on making more, how am I going to find them in this galaxy full of people that hate me and want to get me killed? It's almost impossible. The only way I could see this happen is if I gain, first of all, I do need better engines, but I'm gonna get them in a moment, and then I also need this, deep space habitats. Why? Because they give me access to advanced warp fields, they increase the speed of interstellar journey on my ships. If I get this, then my scouts could theoretically be actually able to, you know, venture to other sections of galaxy in a reasonably decent amount of time. So, as much as I would love to get server verification, I need to put it on a hold. Right now, I need to deep space habitats, otherwise my plan will fail. And come on, Game Slayer, I'm recording, can you see this? One time I forget to actually turn the Steam off, and Game Slayer bothers me. That's always how it goes. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, what was I even talking about? I don't know. Right, scouting and being awesome. This is gonna be very difficult, but anyway. Oh, I do have a scout left! Wow, I forgot about you, buddy. That's amazing. Can I actually be at peace with Horatio? Please tell me I can. No, I cannot. We have not been neutrally, neutral to each other long enough. Which is a problem, because they'll probably kill my scout as soon as he gets anywhere. Oh well, let's try my best. Let's go into... No, I didn't want to travel to Libra. I wanted to travel right into the Red Dwarf. Oh well. Too late now. Anyway, let's get a little bit more action going, shall we? Because, let's be honest, it's been a lot of talking in this video, and you're not here for talking. Well, some of you might be, but most of you just like to see things explode, and that's what I like to provide. Explosions, pain, suffering, and agonizing death. That's the things that I enjoy, and that's probably never going to change. Unless it is me who is experiencing agonizing death, then no, I would rather not. Anyway, wait, what? No, I'm going for target locked this, and target locked some more. I do need to do as much damage as possible to my opponent. I don't care that they lowered the efficiency of my defenses, because I have no defenses. So the enemy might as well fire all they've got. They're going to kill my ships anyway, but I just want to be able to kill their ships in return. Sadly, it doesn't look like I'm doing a very good job at it right now. I mean, I'm doing some damage, but not enough, and I'm about to lose at least 2 ships. But only 2, maybe, just maybe in the medium phase, I'll be able to finish off the Protheus. And yes! Yes! Oh, you're going down, dear sir! Oh, that's a good camera angle, Let's watch those guys just... Oh. Thank you, just at the moment when I said that this is a good camera angle. Yeah. Oh well, we can look at my engines, which is also an amazing thing, isn't it? No, it's not. But still, I was able to achieve victory, losing only 2 destroyers. And as much as I hate spine glass cannons, if I want to win this game, I might actually be forced to do it again. Yeah. Because, honestly, then again, the enemy is using dreadnoughts with missiles. I will not achieve decent DPS until medium range, while the opponent at long range will be able to tear through my ships. However, a single dreadnought equals a single destroyer. So if I have lots of them, the enemy will only be able to destroy some of them with the destroyers, because you can have way more destroyers in a fleet than you can have dreadnoughts. So this could work theoretically. In practice, I'm not too sure. So, I do need to capture some of the amoeba systems because they start overwhelming me on all fronts. What do I want to go for first though? I would say Essa. Now I really do want to go for Lahad and Hido, but they're relatively close to where my other fleets are, which are no longer existent sadly. I mean, there's one. That's a small one. There's another one. It's also a small one. Yeah. But let's pretend like I have fleets there and they will take care of Hido and Lahad. On the other hand, I do need to take care of Essa and Mirugashi, while I still can, because there are still no defenders there. They might be soon though, so I do need to do something about that. Anyway, how am I doing on the dust front? I'm actually on the positive, so I could change, produce something on systems that contradict. For example, optic research labs would be very, very useful indeed. I do need them. Because science is very important, especially now that the enemy is actually besieging my matrix. And when somebody besieges assistant, then as you know, it produces 0 science. Very, very bad. Also, now I have no access to my strategic resources, which is bad because I cannot make anything. I can make magnetics though. And that's all I need. That sounded bad. Anyway, let's think. Because Ruins was my second most productive system. And it feels like a waste using it to make dust. I mean, I do need this dust, otherwise I started to lose it. But if I let it max out on industry, then I'll actually have quite a lot of it. And then I will potentially be able to make a decently sized fleet, which is what I would love to happen. So I'm gonna stop creating dust on ruins, and I guess, no, I have really dust in the industry as well. It's a developing system, so it's a no-brainer that I let it develop. Rendezvous, on the other hand, well, it does need the optic research labs, but then it can go for dust. Dust silos, you just go for dust. I mean, they are good in terms of production as well. I might as well actually use them to create more ships. Maybe a bunch of electrics. I do need some electrics to defend my systems, while I use destroyers, aka magnetics, to clear out the enemy resistance. So, how many can I make? At least 3. So let's make 3 of those, and then just make myself a bunch of dust. Alright, and after that, I guess Matrix is ready to rumble, aka spam magnetics. I don't even care how many can I make, I'll just make as many as I literally can. I guess that's enough. Yeah, that's probably enough. And you know what, I'm also gonna speed buy some of them. Why not? I mean, I do have the money, and this way I'll gain a slightly bigger fleet, and I do need a fleet that is as big as humanly possible. Alright then, it seems like this turn was relatively successful. You just say I'm losing a lot of dust anyway, am I not? I might as well sacrifice another 30 of it, yeah, to make a bunch of ships on Tortuga. It is maxed out on industry, and this way at least I will have some way to dispatch a little bit more pirates. So, hold on a second, I need to count this. I can make 7 ships, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then more dust. And it should be all good and dandy. So, let's finish my turn. Next turn, my dust income will be in the negative 2000 until I lose. Oh, wow! 23, that's a lot. Anyway, let me drink a little bit of juice because I need it. It has been a long time since I drank it, and it's very good. Very, very good. And anyway, people want something from me, so what do you want? I'm gonna give it a hexaferrum for 6 dust per 10. How much hexaferrum do I have? Only 2. How much dust am I making? Losing 158 per 10. 6 might not seem like a lot, but I might consider it. Why are you? Yes, please! Yes! Horatio, have peace with me. I will backstab them, but I do have some time before I do it, so... Oh. Really? I was the one who was supposed to capture Iza? Oh well, I'll let Sheridan have it, and instead I'll just be satisfied with Corona attacking. Anyway, the enemy invades Gruba, that was to be expected. I'll kill those people for their... things. Good job, brain! For all their things. That was absolutely tremendously amazing. I'm impressed by my brain aptitude. Anyway, let's have a fight with some pirates, because why not? We love some fight against pirates. And while we are loading in, how about I talk a little bit more about the videos that you're about to see. There are 2 kinds of videos that I'm preparing. The first one is a Heroes video, yet again, but this time it is Heroes 4. Which I bet a lot of people are going to hate, because for whatever reason Heroes 4 is the most hated of the heroes. And I think that it is clearly doing injustice to this title, which is a good game. But I'll talk about a little bit about that later. I'll counter the enemy, which is very good. It gives me some extra HP, and I'm still taking a ridiculous amount of damage despite it, so that's not too good. Well, hopefully I will be able to survive to melee range and then I'll be able to repair my damage, but it doesn't look like it is going to be the case, because even in... yeah, wow. The enemy is really tearing my ships apart, and they are not even... and, well, I was able to take down some of the pirates, but still, it's not going as well as I hoped. Really not. Yeah, I got obliterated. But anyway, the other video that I hope I will be able to get out soon-ish. I say soon-ish because it's unconfirmed, but I think that I finally, after months of searching, found a reasonably decent source of StarCraft 2 Hero Heart of the Swarm replays. Yeah. You know what that means? The good old Pancakes is returning, hopefully. I mean, I say hopefully, that's because I found two sources, to be more precise, which potentially actually have, you know, what I would like to have in my, you know, replace aka people that actually can play StarCraft 2 on a good level that I could cast, because so far it was pretty much impossible to find a replace of them. And I think I found a place where I can actually get Prologue replays. I'm not too sure, so I have to double check. I don't want to get my hopes right. I got one replay which was really good, but maybe it was just, you know, an exception. So hopefully those sources are actually reliable sources of good replays, and if that's the case, then finally after months, maybe even years, let's not go for years, months of wait, I will... No, barrier, no! Oh well, maybe I will kill the enemy quickly enough to not take any damage. Maybe. Anyway, after months of wait, I'll finally be able to cast StarCraft 2 replay. Now, granted, at the start, I bet I'll be very rusty, and my videocast will not be very good at all. I'll do my best, of course, but it will not be as good as my old cast used to be. I mean, I like the expertise, I had a break in StarCraft 2 and whatnot. I still have the common sense I had before, and in terms of strategic analysis, I'm still very good when it comes to StarCraft, but I'm a little bit out of the loop when it comes to replays. So what I'm doing right now is watching a lot of pro replays, you know, shoutcasts and whatever, learning the new strategies, and I hope that I will be able to provide some valuable insight when I'm actually able to create a, you know, cast a StarCraft 2 replay. Yes, let's accept it. So yeah, look forward to that. As I said, it's not going to happen today, tomorrow, or anytime soon. I would say maybe in a week or something, it depends. Not more than 2 weeks though, that's what I can promise. I hope, maybe. It depends on the replays, so it's really difficult to promise anything. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know I'm not the most informative and helpful guy you can find right now, but that's all I can do. Anyway, can I actually merge those two fleets? Yes, I can! Oh boy, this is a good fleet. Now, in the expansion pack, this would be perfect, because I could create a formation in this fleet that would make those 3 ships tank the damage for my destroyers, and this would be amazing! I can't wait for the expansion. But sadly, this option is not in yet, so I have to be satisfied with this particular fleet setup, which is still a very, very nice fleet setup nevertheless. Alright then. 13 destroyers. Well, let's see how many of them can I actually make. I mean, I know I can have 13 of them in a single fleet. Oh, there we go. No, there we go. So, amoebas, how do you do? Die, you better run, devil, run! Yeah, that's the point where I should be singing, but I cannot, so I didn't. But if I were a singer, this was an excellent opportunity, and that is going to be a wonderful, fabulous battle, and I will enjoy it. A lot of killing is going to happen. We're killing, and yet again, a good moment to sing. Up against the wall, this century's biggest bow show. We're killing. We're on the right track. We're still on top gas. Yeah. Well, we are, because the enemy is running away. We did counter the offensive retreat, and I don't know what this means. Does it still work? I don't remember. I think it actually doesn't work, because the enemy used their missiles, and on the off chance that they will try to retreat again, I'll continue with my target lock tactic. Which means that things are going to go awesome! I'm so excited! Yes! I'm taking the fight back to the amoeba! My prowess and fighting full spirit and vigilante-like nature is going to grant me victory after all those years of slavery and injustice. The oppressors might think they have the firepower and the toughness, required to actually survive in this engagement, but even though this fleet might fall for every ship lost, which actually, wow. Yeah, so I lost all my ships. The enemy lost one, a defender, which is a very small ship. And here I was talking about victory. But I did scare them away. Yes, that's all I needed. Good, let's create more fleets then. Let's go to Grimbar, let's rescue it from the nasty amoebas. And let's continue the onslaught of everything. In the meantime, how about can I kill those guys? Well, they have more military power than I do. So, let us just go. Oh, and they're blockading me as well. Oh, fine, I'll just kill you the old-fashioned way then. If I can kill you at all, which might not be the case, but hopefully it will be. Now, what I'm also considering on doing is switching from beams to kinetics. Why? I don't know. It feels like the enemy is actually using not a lot of points in deflectors. So if I can surprise the amoebas by using kinetics and hopefully hit them where it heads, then maybe, just maybe, I'll actually be able to take them down. Problem is, kinetics are very ineffective at long-range phase, and the missiles are very effective at long-range phase. So I'm afraid that even if I am able to exploit the enemy's weakness, kinetics are still not what is going to grant me victory. Only if the enemy were to resign from kinetic defenses completely, but I don't think this is actually going to happen, sadly. Anyway, this battle looks like it is going to just be tied, because we're both unable to do any damage to each other. I have way more flak defense than the enemy has, you know, missile firepower, so I can just tank all the damage they deal. But on the other hand, I don't have enough beams to cut through the enemy's shields, so I'm also unable to do any damage to the opponent, even though I'm countering his cards. So sadly, this battle is going to be left unresolved. Maybe in melee range I'll actually be able to do something, but I highly doubt it, because it's medium range when I'm most effective, and I'm still ineffective, so yeah. Also, I'm recording this, I am indeed, which is very, very nice. Otherwise, I would scream just a little bit. Actually, I wouldn't. Would I? Yes, I probably would. Well, who am I trying to lie to? Losing your footage because of not pressing a button is the most annoying thing that can happen, especially if your footage is good. Now, this video may not be one of my better videos, but it's still something that I wouldn't want to lose, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So, this battle was, yeah, nobody lost any HP, that was kinda dead. We just fired our lasers and nothing happened. Oh well, we fired more melee during this, I hope, maybe, I guess, sorta, kinda, who knows, probably not. But anyway, there are some more important things. Actually, I'm no longer losing in that because I lost so many ships this turn. Wow. 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 Meow. What am I doing? It's a video, guys, it's supposed to be serious and whatnot. Maybe not serious, but at least, you know, respectable, something like along those lines, you know, be respected, whatever, it's not. I will have to deal with it. Anyway, what I need on the system is colonial rights before I forget, because later on this system will hate me because it will turn into a colony. And when some of your systems become colony, they start hating you, because yeah, why not? If they can hate you, then might as well do it, right? Also, I might as well go for the moon survey. Maybe there's something amazing on those moons. And that's probably everything I can do at this point. Actually, I'm still producing industry, but why not end it right here, because I still need to, you know, make some more industry as well. Now, Rendezvous almost maxed out, 4 times remaining, but I do think that it might be a decent idea to actually make a bunch of ships on the system and send them to Murgashi, or Pavol, or actually Ursa already. That might be a nice idea. Yeah, I will do just that. I'll create a bunch of magnetics. How many can I make? 3, 4. That's not a lot, I will not even bother. Let's make more dust then. I do need dust, otherwise I'm in the red, and when I'm in the red, I'm unhappy. Anyway, let's end the 10. And I have a feeling that this videocast is not going to be the longest one. I don't know why, it doesn't feel like this cast is going particularly well in terms of my commentary. It is kind of lacking, isn't it? In the end, I'm still a little bit sick, so this might be an explanation to that. But honestly, I think I could be doing a better job, so I don't want to go on if I'm not doing the best job I could. I mean, you know me, I want to deliver the best content I can for you guys, and even though I am one of the probably worst YouTubers, actually there's so many pathetic YouTubers, so let's not say that. I'm not a very good YouTuber, that's more like it. But I try my best to bring you guys entertainment and joy. And I don't charge a dime for it. That said, I do have those advertisements on my channel, in case you're wondering why. Oh, hi there, Horatio. In case you're wondering why, well, might as well. It is, thing I like to imagine is that one day I think I already talked about this, but I like to imagine that one day I will be able to actually go to a sushi bar for the money that I earned from advertisements, because hey, why not? Anyway, let's have another battle. This time we're not going to watch it because we all know how it's going to end. I just battling for the sake of battle, and maybe it's also going to provide my ships with some level ups. I actually do not know if the ships level up from battles or from destroying the enemy ships. Could be either way, really. Yeah, nothing happened. That was to be expected. So honestly, yeah. That was yet again another insightful comment, and I think you now understand why I want to cut this video short, even though it's not even 30 minutes. So what else is there that I can do? Actually nothing, because my ships already used all their movement. And seriously, they were just stacking fleets in here? Wow. That's bad. That's really, really bad. So what I'm going to do is end yet another turn. I'm skimming through them quite fast, I might not. Aren't I? Whatever. And then I guess I'll just say my outro, because really I feel like this is not the best way to go on. I do want to have one more battle though, just to, you know, say goodbye with a bang. Literally, a bang. Because a bang... Oh, inflated variable computing. That's another thing I needed. Maybe now my systems will actually be more productive and, because of this, able to deal some more damage. Anyway, Mira, let's have a quick look at this system. Barren, tundra, barren, asteroids and deserts. So, it looks like a decent system for science production, doesn't it? I mean, it does. Tundras do give you a lot of science, do they not? Yes, they do. So, yeah, that's an interesting system to have. Or not to have, if I can help it at any point. Anyway, Battle at the Gruba is imminent. Let's go into manual have our little shelf slaughter before we go to bed. Unless it's boring or midday or you're not going to bed just yet for you. But whatever, let's have a little bit more battle. Anyway, there's my fleet. Very, very small compared to what the enemy has. I do not doubt this for a second. But I try my best. Actually, let's go for that strategy. It does increase my damage by an even bigger amount, and I don't have any defenses, so why would I care? Yeah, I think it's a better idea. I was so focused on the fact of, you know, target lock that I forgot that another strategy actually works better on glass cannons. Because, you know, there are glass cannons that do not care if they get hit or not. So yeah, I did my best. I was able to take down the Adion, and I probably be able to take out all the smaller ships, but it's the dreadnoughts I'm interested in. So yeah. 6 of my ships fall down, so I have like, what, 6 remaining? No, only 4. Wow, that's really bad. I hope that I'll at least be able to take down 1 dreadnought, but it doesn't look like it. With only 4 destroyers, it is very, very unlikely. And you know what I just realized? Spamming glass cannons is probably not the way to go. Because even though my race is specialized in industry and production, they are also not going to outproduce the amoebas. I mean, amoebas control... This score is literally, I don't know how many times bigger than mine, but the amoebas control way more systems than I do. They have hundreds more population, and just because of that, the production is just so much better. So, if we both engage at the war when I try to spam glass cannons, I will be outspammed. And not only that, the enemy will make probably more dreadnoughts than I will make destroyers. That's really not the right way to go. So, I need to think of something else. This wouldn't really be a problem if I had more time, because I do believe that in time I'm getting more stronger, while amoebas cannot get any stronger than they are already. It does feel like the amoebas have all the techs they can get, and they have all the systems that they can control at this point in time. So the only thing that can now change is them going to war with Horatio, and this will happen at some point. They already do not like each other, and sooner rather than later they will go to war with each other, I hope. And then the amoebas will be weaker, Horatio will be weaker, and then I would emerge victorious. But this would happen in the next, I don't know, 10 or 20, maybe even 20 videos. I don't have this kind of time, so I need to think of something else. But anyway, it was PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then please by all means like it, maybe even subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Also please do leave a comment, they help me out a lot and I do like reading them. Especially now after such a long time when I was in Korea and I was unable to do so. Thank you for watching and I'll see you online.